You said that that you're endlessly disappointed in yourself.
Right now.
In your acting. Is this because you pursue perfection, so that you're always going to be disappointed, or is it that you could never find complete satisfaction in acting? What is the source of this endless disappointment?
Martha Graham talks about this state that the creative process happens in, and she describes it as being a blessed unrest. And I think I really relate to that you're never in a static point. I mean, just like our identity is not a static thing, your relationship to your work is not a static thing. And I think what keeps propelling me forward is that going into the unknown, and I'm always picking apart the bits that I'm not happy with and thinking, oh, I don't want to do that again. And it's not necessarily the outcome, it can be to do with the process. And it's even in works that have been well received by the public, that's what keeps propelling me forward. Otherwise, I think I'd stop doing it altogether.
So is it inappropriate to ask you whether you have a preference for stage work or screen work, or does each satisfy different bits of you?
I think it's the shift between the two, to be honest.
And few people can do it as not as well as you do, but as often as you do. You occupy both areas of work, pretty completely.
Yes, I mean, but that's why it was such a gift to have that long stretch of time. Forget running the company with Andrew, but also to be on stage so continuously, and in so many different cultures. It was really. It does. You exercise entirely different muscles, and you find, having to reach the back row up there. Of course, I'm mic'd tonight, but when you're on a set, your relationship to a wide shot, you understand the pictorial plane in a much more visceral way because of that time spent on stage. And certainly, I don't think I could have attacked Blue Jasmine in the way that I did if I hadn't played Blanche Dubois for the length of time. Even not that we ever discussed Streetcar, and you couldn't possibly overlay one story onto the other.
There are so many similarities in the characters.
But there was something about living with that set of concerns that it was in my sort of part of my DNA, because there is there's a residue of each character that stays with you. I mean, I think it's a compassionate. I mean, it's it depends who you speak to, but it can often be seen as an indulgent profession. But I think it's a compassionate profession, and that you do see the world for a short period of time, often through an unlikable person's perspective, a person that you wouldn't necessarily have a relationship with, and saying, how did they see the world? How did they pit themselves against the world? And so it does expand you as a person, hopefully also as a.
And I mean, do all of? I mean, you've done, I think, 47 movies, if I counted correctly, according to the New York Times, anyway. And I don't know how many stage performances, but many, many, many. So, I mean, are you carrying around within your being, all of these characters, or the bits? What do you retain? What is it? Is it a feeling? Is it an attitude?
It's like holiday naps in a way. I mean, our family's not a big recorder of what we do. We don't take a lot of videos and a lot of photos. But I think as a result, we remember things very well. The children remember experiences and holidays and things, intersections with people, and because you remember those. They pop up in quite often unexpected moments. I guess so. I don't think about it a lot, to be honest.